has issued a fresh and detailed policy on the use of social media and messaging application by its army personnel. The aim is simple: allow controlled access, prevent security breaches. But here is what the policy says. Platform by platform, let us tell you. First up, Instagram and similar apps. Army personnel are allowed viewing and monitoring only. No comments, no opinion, no engagement at all of any kind. For WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal and Skype, only unclassified information can be shared. Communication is permitted only with known contacts. The responsibility of verifying the recipient lies solely with the user. For YouTube, X, Quora as well as Instagram, only passive use is permitted. Personnel may consume information, upload the content there. Post message or a sharing view is strictly prohibited for the army personnel. For LinkedIn, use is limited only to uploading a resume and searching for potential employees or employers there. No active social networking on LinkedIn is allowed for the army personnel. And the awareness without exposure, the aim in fact as far as is very clear, that is digital access with discipline, awareness without exposure, connectivity without compromise. And this policy in fact seeks to balance modern communication needs with the national security imperatives, keeping that in mind. And this, in fact, is a new social media policy as far as Indian Army is concerned. For more on this, let me go across to my colleague Rishabh, who's been tracking all the details. Rishabh, the message from the Army is quite clear. Use digital platform with discipline. But tell us, what was the policy earlier and what will now change now that the policy has been changed and new social media policy has been devised for the personnel?
Well, Akasha, this is an amendment of what we are given to understand, that the 2025 regulations are amendment to the 2020 amendments that Indian Army brought in for the social media. Earlier, the usage of social media by the uniformed personnel were barred, but we know that most of the uniformed social personnel were using the social media either with the pseudonym or with their relatives or friends or families account. And that is something that Army realized, that smartphones and social media is indispensable part of life, and the way world is evolving, one cannot be stopped from using social media, and hence the new social media policy has been brought in. As per this policy, one thing is very clear, that you are allowed to be on social media, but interact carefully, interact with people you personally know, share information only if required, and also after assessing the outcome of that information sharing. So basically, the Army has made it legal for personnel to be on social media, but with caveats, and that caveats are quite strong to be adhered to.
Absolutely. The policy has now been changed. Thanks so much, Rishabh, for getting us all those details. Also, listen in to what the Army chief had said about the use of smartphones and social media a few weeks ago at the Chanakya Dialogue. Have a look.
क्या स्मार्टफोन आज की जरूरत है? मेरे ख्याल से आज की निहायत जरूरत है, लेकिन ये आपको पता होना चाहिए कि कब आप उसको रखना है, कब नहीं रखना है। दूसरी चीज, सोशल मीडिया में क्या डालना है, नहीं डालना है। एक चीज होती है रिएक्ट, होता है रिस्पॉन्ड। रिएक्ट का ये मतलब है कि आप तुरंत ही उसका त्वरित उत्तर देना चाहते हैं। रिस्पॉन्ड ये मतलब है उसको सोचिए, गंभीरता से विश्लेषण कीजिए और उसके बाद उसका जवाब दीजिए। तो चूंकि हम नहीं चाहते हैं कि इसमें हमारे फौजी भाई पड़े, तो हमने इसको बोला है कि हम सिर्फ आपको ट्विटर इस्तेमाल करने देंगे देखने के लिए। आप उसमें जवाब अभी मत दीजिए, जब आप रिटायर हो जाएंगे उसके बाद जवाब दीजिए। तो देखने को आप देख सकते हैं, इसमें कोई किसी प्रकार की परेशानी नहीं है।
And now moving on and shifting our